take each track and measure it to the back of my head, like so. I go a little bit higher than the back part. I know people hardly start from that part, but I don't. So that's what we're gonna do. I use some Morning Glory. I use like 2 layers of Morning Glory, and then I went in with 2 layers of Got2b spray all over my head until it dry. So then I'm gonna take this glue. Y'all will know all the products that you need. And I'm just gonna start laying tracks. So y'all, life update. So far right now, I have just been working like crazy. The last month and a half, I was working like a bunch of doubles. I was working doubles at my job, and then I was like, if I can put the energy into working doubles at work, I can most definitely put the energy into my business. And I always notice whenever I slow down for a while from doing hair, it always has to do with me not posting enough content. So what I did was I pretty much locked in and I started posting content like every day. Went back, posted old videos, and have been doing that repeatedly back and forth. Dropped another special. I did a $90 sew-in special. And then I've also been, you know, trying to make it clear that I do sell hair as well, so people can also purchase hair from me, because I mean, I do it for a reason, you know. So that's where we're at with it. And I've been, you know, getting seen a little bit more and locking those clients back in, because it's been summer has been a slow season for me. Really slow. Very slow. And not to mention, I mean, I am new to this city. I've been here a year, but I'm still pretty much like new here. So just trying to really get that balance of, you know, posting my content, getting out there, putting myself out there more. And also I want to go outside more as well, but it's been slow but steady. You know, I know for a fact that by this time come next year, y'all will be getting a different video from me about a slow season. I probably won't even have a slow season, okay? So I have faith in that, and I trust God in that, and I know that my time will come when it's supposed to, however that looks, you know. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, you just gotta have faith and trust your process with however your process looks. It doesn't matter how, it really doesn't even matter how it looks. Just as long as you're trusting it and you trust in God, everything's gonna happen how it's supposed to. So that's just where I'm at with it. Just trusting God to do everything else. So all I had to do was sit back and let him do his part, the part that he's supposed to do. So the goal with this is we're gonna have this, I want this whole side to pretty much be like blonde. So I'm gonna start adding blonde tracks now. That's what we're doing right now, adding blonde tracks. But yeah, life update. And I am single as well. I don't know if I said that in my last updated video, but yes, your girl is single. And I'm not even looking, I'm not gonna lie, I think this taught me a lot about myself and the things that I was accepting. And I know I shouldn't have been accepting, because my thing is, I'm very self-aware, so I know what I should and shouldn't be doing. So I feel like I have a bad habit of seeing people through my lens and in my world and what I see for them and what I know they could be. But it's like, when somebody's showing you who they are, you have to believe them. You have to believe who they're showing you, not for who you want them to be, not for who you think they could be, or the potential. You have to literally go with the fact that this is who they are. I'm showing you, hey, this is me, this is what I do, this is my inconsistencies, this is, you know, this is me. I can only appreciate the fact that you're showing up as you, and then deciding not to choose that and deciding not to deal with that. That's all I could do there, you know? As much as we want people to be who we want them to be, that's just not how it works. They're gonna be who they want to be, who they are. So the quicker you accept that, less worries you'll have, less problems you'll have. We have to get out of our world of delusion about people, because people are going to be people. People are going to be them, who they're meant to be. And it doesn't necessarily matter who that is or how it looks to them, but that's them. So I feel like in the process of all of that, like, all I could do was accept things for how they were, you know, and not for what I wanted it and what I saw it to be. So yeah, that's that. And then so yeah, I'm single now, not looking. I've been reflecting, focusing more on myself and my journey, been in the gym more, trying to just shift my focus about me. I think for a long time, because I've been, before this relationship, I had been single for a while anyways, before that. And I think the problem was, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I'm getting older, you know, like, I could start giving things a chance now. Doesn't matter how old you get. Love will find you. Everything that's supposed to happen will happen. I'm legit not in a rush to do absolutely nothing with no one. Like, whatever it's supposed to be will be. And it's not up to you to determine the timeline of that. Like, because if you rush it, you're going to feel that energy that you rushed it. And then you're going to be like, dang, I should have slowed down. Dang, I should have, you know. So be mindful of that. I'm telling you right now. Be mindful of it, because, yeah, you rush it if you want to. You're going to know. You're going to feel that you rushed it. That's all I got to say about that. You're going to feel that rushed energy that you done put yourself into. So I'm going to go on with another. And I'm also alternating between colors. I also had this pack of, I went through my scrap hair bag. So it'll be different shades of blonde. And the goal is for, I do want it to look like that layered look. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just stacking it up. Probably put the lighter colors on the top. I think I'm gonna build up to a little bit more, like right here, and then I'll start to stack a lot more blonde and put blonde inside of the thing. I think that's how I want to do it. We'll see though. I'm gonna put another blonde on top of that one. But yeah, y'all, like, I just learned the past couple months have just been teaching me a lot that I thought I knew that I didn't know. Rediscovering myself. So grateful for it, because I think sometimes we think these are setbacks or wasted time, but it's really just your chance to do things over and what you're going to do with it. That's how I see it. Now that you have this opportunity again, now that it has risen again, what are you going to do differently this time that was different from the last time? What are you not going to take this time? How are you going to see the signs quicker? I feel like each time, if you're doing something and you're revisiting the same thing over and over, I think it's you getting your chance to do it over and do it better this time. Make a better decision this time around. Now that you've gotten the opportunity once again in your face. So what you going to do this time? You going to let them play in your face? You going to suck it up and act like it didn't happen? You didn't see the text? You didn't... You're gonna put their happiness before yours? Like, what you gonna do? So I feel like, that's why I have such a, I'm not even mad. I'm not mad about nothing. Everything happened how it was supposed to, and everything happened for a reason. So that's that. Like, it's crazy. At least we think it's crazy. But if you're not changing it, you're choosing it. And that's just the reality. If you ain't changing it, baby, I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. You are most definitely choosing it. Because if it's your word and ain't living in it, why you ain't? You ain't got it together yet? You just went through this last year. You back at it again. And you ain't You ain't fixed nothing yet. He ain't changed yet. They ain't gonna change. That's the reality. They're not gonna change because you want them to. They're not gonna do nothing. People don't do anything unless they want to do it. People are gonna move at their own pace, at their own time. All you can do is stand firm on what you're supposed to stand. All you can do is control your emotions, control your actions. That's all you can do. So you can continue to get mad about theirs, or you can remove yourself and control your actions and control your outcome and how things are going to go from here on out, because the ball's in your court, because it's your world. Do you get it or do you get it? Like, I've been needing people to understand, you know? Let me bring it up. And I will say, you know, I do think the dating now is I think it's a loss of romance. I think it's a loss of you know, courtship and actual genuine love. Everything is just transactional. Which is unfortunate, because it shouldn't be that way. Like, we are human beings that need love. We need to be nurtured and, you know, cared for, you know? So it's actually unfortunate that that is how the dating world is actually going right now. Like, I actually hate that. Love a girl at heart. I hate that. That's what's going on right now. Keep in mind, I said these are old tracks. So if y'all see little black marks, it's because, remember, these are old tracks, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go in with some contrast and put this shade right here. Yeah. I done lost this scissors somewhere. That's just what's going on in the world, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just what's going on. I think I want to come back when I have a little bit more stacked up. I don't think I want to record the entire process of this quick weave, because I don't record the entire process of a quick weave. I think y'all get the concept, because y'all know I'm gonna edit and speed it up anyway. So we'll see what I do. But I did want to give y'all a life update, because it's been a while. It's been a while, and things have been happening. Things have been going on. I know y'all probably don't see the vision with the blonde just yet,
okay,
but
y'all, so I sped this up. Okay? So right here,
just trust the
y'all
process.
see me sewing down a closure, but it's not glued down. So I'm pretty much telling you in this part of the video to glue your closure down, especially if you're a beginner and you're doing it on yourself. Glue your closure down first before you sew it down, because that'll make it much easier, and it'll already be in place, and all you have to do is sew down the perimeter part, like, you know, the other parts or whatever. After I do this, I'm going to continue to lay the rest of my tracks. And the reason I didn't glue mine down is because I sweat crazy. So for me, I need to glue down last versus going down first and everything else. I prefer to glue my stuff down last. Okay, y'all gonna see me come back with me getting ready to lay down the closure. So I use Bold Holds active glue, and I do about 3 to 4 layers of this glue, and I make sure that it is thin each time. You know, you want to make sure it dries clear before you add the next layer. And I'm also jamming some music, y'all. That's why y'all see me doing that. But yeah, so all I do is I do 3 thin layers of glue. I let it dry clear for each layer that I'm going to add on. I use a wooden spoon to apply that. And after that, I'm going to lay it down and keep yapping and singing. Honestly, y'all, this is really the easiest part, but this is what I was trying to tell y'all, to do this part first, and it'll be much easier when you try to sew it down versus trying to sew it down and then glue it down. I just prefer to do this way because it lasts longer for me when I do my glue step at the very end of styling and all that. Well, not styling, but when I do it at the end, when I'm doing this process. So yeah. Now, as y'all can see, the glue, I'm being impatient. The glue's not all the way dry, but I know how to finesse. I know how I'm going to fix that. So That's all I do is I press it into the glue. Sometimes I will do this where I don't let it dry down all the way because I really want it to adhere. But yeah, so for the most part, when y'all do this, make sure it dries clear. And then y'all see styling and everything in part 2. Thanks for subscribing, like, follow, and comment on this video.